Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 4, Episode 85. And I was just thinking last night when I was playing some poker, there was a guy, as I was walking into the place, walks up to me and says, "Hey, you remember me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember you." He was a former tenant of mine, and he was not the greatest guy. And he had problems keeping up with his rent. And one day he was put in jail. And so I evicted him. And he was upset with me that I evicted him while he was in jail. He's like, "Well, I was only in jail for a month." Well, your eviction had already started before that. It's not my fault. And I had seen him there a few years ago, maybe a year ago. And he was complaining about it then, and he was complaining about it now. And I was just like, I laughed it off and gave him the fist bump, and he acted like he was cool with it. But it was interesting. He still acts like he's broke. And if I remember from playing with him before, he would raise anything, call anything, just gamble every single hand. And, maybe that's why he wasn't paying his rent back then. Maybe he was gambling back then. I don't know. Anyway, this morning, nice morning. It's gray skies, cloudy, 54 degrees outside right now. For some reason, the thermometer's still not working right in my car. I don't know what the heck happened. But today we're going to the office, and we're going to work this morning, get caught up on a few things. I meant to work on some stuff last night, didn't get a chance. I should be able to finish it up this morning. Then we'll go play some slots, come back to the office, have our afternoon team meeting, and then go back out and play some slots again. And like they say, a chip in a chair. We're just gonna, keep grinding and grinding and grinding and make some money. So it was actually a good break for me yesterday. I probably would have made the same money or more traveling, but it was just too much for me yesterday. Still wasn't feeling good, and so I'm kind of glad I stayed. I'm feeling good about my weight loss. It's going really well. I'm not feeling hungry because I'm keeping myself busy, and I feel good. I really do. And looking at the scale this morning, it made me feel really good. So I'm excited about all that. When my son and I were coming home yesterday, I had him look up some cruises, and I feel like I found a cruise that would work well for us. So we're going to try to book that. I believe it's Dominican Republic, and I forget what else at this point. Let's see, he sent me a text message with the information in it, but I just feel like it was from Miami, Great Stirrup Cay, which is owned by NCL, and Dominican Republic. That's it. Looks like just those two. So I think that would be kind of fun. And we get a balcony room from Caesars for free. And sometimes that would include a butler, sometimes not. So regular price per person is $32.30. So times two, $6,500 plus taxes and tips. Could get pretty expensive, but I'm going to try to get that booked. Talk to my wife this afternoon and see if we can get that booked, and that would probably be in July. So if you want to mark your calendars there, if it matters. So that's what's happening right now. Heading to work, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back, and I am just leaving the office. It is 10:30 a.m. and got pretty much everything caught up, working on a couple small things still, but I should have those done no problem. I have our team meeting this afternoon, so I'm going to go make some money, hopefully, and get some food, and then come back to the office. So that is the goal. What is going on here? I'm trying to connect to my phone. There we go. So that it looks like I'm online. But yeah, everything is good. I met with the guy who's leaving, and we went over a couple things. He turned over more work to me, so that's always fun. But honestly, it's not that hard. So I think everything is going to be fine. I took notes on what I need to do, and I'll start doing that. It's a once a month thing. It won't take long, and he makes it into such a big deal that he does it every month, and I think I can handle it without an issue. So just one more thing I can put on my weekly report. And actually, you know what I think I should do is create a document with all the different things that I could possibly do for the week. And then for my weekly update, that like on Monday that we do, just put a check mark or an X in the box for that week. And then, right before the meeting, I can just put all the X's in about the stuff I want to talk about. And then it'll be real easy. I did this, I did this, I did this, I worked on this. Wow, you did a lot this week. Yeah, I'm getting through it. It's tough, but I'm getting through it. And then it'll look like you're doing more things. Because if you ever realize it, you're saying, one week you're saying one thing, another week you're saying you're working on another, but you're really working on both, but it's what comes to mind at the time. So what I'll do is I'll create a form that has all the possible things. I'll keep adding to it every week as things come up or come to mind. And then I'll be able to go through that every week and look like I'm a superstar, which I am. So anyway, just heading out to the casino, and I'll be back to update you. All right, guys, I am back. So I was actually busy working on something else as I walked into this place, and I was paying attention, but I was very occupied with multiple things at the same time. But it didn't matter much because things were pretty much cleaned out. I did find a few small plays and just walked and walked and walked and walked. Eventually, I was able to go get some lunch, and I ordered a triple cheeseburger, no bun, and no fries. And the guy who was there was the guy who is the manager, and he's the one who gives me meatballs instead of fries. So that was pretty tasty. I feel very full, no carbs, very happy. That's the one thing that's going really well right now. And it's hard, believe me, it's hard to be trying to lose weight or quit smoking or quit drinking or something like that and deal with losses at the same time, or deal with a rough relationship or a rough job or whatever it is at the same time. So I've been dealing with these losses and trying to lose weight and not fall off the wagon. And I've been on this diet now for I don't know how long, 2.5 months or so, and haven't fallen off the wagon once. Never once said, you know what, I'm going to eat this cake or even this piece of cake. So I feel good about that. And being over 8% weight lost so far is pretty good. And when I think about how much weight that is, if you think of a barbell or a weight, something like that, that weighs that much, you think, man, I was carrying that much more weight around. How rough is that on your knees when you're going up steps or just even walking, and how much better things are going to be. And I feel pretty good. I don't think I feel a big difference, but I feel like I look pretty different. So anyway, I don't know why I brought that up, but it's just, I guess, because I'm dealing with the losses right now. But I ended that session ahead $98, and we'll see how it goes here. I'm going to head back to the office. It didn't take as much time as I thought it would, so I'm going to have plenty of time before my meeting to get some more stuff done so I can brag. Actually, I'll start working on that form, and I'll just do a clickable box for every week. And and actually I can do a bunch of clickable boxes like on one form, and that way I can look at the week before and see what I said the week before and kind of customize it so it's a little bit different but has a lot of the same things, so it looks like I did a lot. So, and plus I always sit in a spot where I'm one of the last people to go, and lots of times we're running out of time by the time they get to me. So I say, well, these guys have been over a lot of the stuff already. Here's the rest of it, So anyway, all right, letting you go. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. It is 3:30 p.m. Just heading out for the day. Just had my team meeting. Everything went well. Everything's wrapped up, and gonna head back to the casino. Temperature outside 74 degrees, sunny skies. Kind of a little bit hazy, but pretty much sunny skies. Nice day. Probably gonna get some yard work done when I get home. But right now we're in make money mode, so we're gonna head back to the casino. Got our laptop next to us so we look like we're busy, and we're gonna go try to make some money. There was one machine that was turned off earlier for a software update of some kind. There was a problem with it. Hopefully that one's turned back on, because there's usually some opportunities on that one. And it actually reminded me of something else I need to do when I get home. I'll try to remember to do that, and that will be a way that I could make more money tomorrow. So, yeah, so heading back there right now. Hopefully we can find something. I did notice the absence of a lot of people that were there quite a bit before, probably because they got upset that they lost all their free stuff. But if you're living off just the free stuff that they're giving you, it's just a matter of time before they're going to ban you anyway. But anyway, I'm going to let you go for now. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. I was in there for about an hour and 20 minutes, and there's a reason for that, and I'll explain. I walk in, I'm looking around, not really seeing much. I play a couple tiny plays. I'm ahead about $20, and that's it. And I'm looking, nothing. Then I see this lady. She understands, she has basic concept, but doesn't fully understand what we're doing here. She seems to be trying to do it, right? And she doesn't know all the shortcuts. So she's basically paying a premium to learn. So we'll just leave it at that. I saw her playing different levels of a machine, and she probably wasted about $2,000 messing around with that. And as I saw her doing that, I thought, I'm going to come back and check this out after she's gone. But it took her forever. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting, and she's still there. Walk around, check some machines, make $30, come back, leave, come back, leave, come back. Finally, she's gone. I'm like, thank the Lord she's gone. I go sit down, and she's on the machine next to it. But she did end up, she didn't leave anything, so, which, when you're new, you probably overdo it and take things way too early. But so I didn't make any money there, but I was ahead around $50 at that point, and went back around and decided that I was done. I was going to take one more look, and then I was going to get out of there. And I found a lady playing a machine, and she's switching from 75 cents to $1.50 back and forth, and I see that there's a play. So I wait for her to finish up. She only had $18 left, and she's just sprinkling it around. So she gets away from there, and I sit down. At that point, I'm ahead I think $58. Start playing, and I know that this is going to be a long one, right? There's going to be a short-term gain, and then there's going to be a long-term play. So I said, okay, I want to play the short-term one and see where the long-term one is. If it's close enough, I'll do it. And it was exactly borderline. So I decided to do it, probably against my better judgment, but it ended up paying off. And I finally ended up leaving ahead $158, I think. $145, sorry. I ended up leaving ahead $145, and as I'm leaving, this older guy is walking in, and he's asking me why I'm not wearing a jacket. I said, it's 70 degrees outside. He said, maybe I should take my jacket back to the car. I said, I don't know. Someone just told me in the casino that it's hot outside, but it's cold inside to them. So you might be cold in there. You might want to hold on to it. So anyway, we talked for a minute, and then as I'm walking away from him, a guy pulls up in a pickup truck, and he says, they got them slots in there? I'm like, yeah, they do. And he's like, is it a good place? I said, well, it's okay, but you got to be careful. And he's like, I don't know. He's got his wife with him. They're probably both in their 70s. And I don't know if he ended up going in or not. I would think that he did, because why would you be there otherwise? Why are you going to drive all the way there and then not play? Look at this truck cutting people. Oh my goodness. Lord, what are you thinking, pal? Wow. Whew. Anyway. Whew. Luckily I got no fear, right? Anyway, I ended up leaving there. And when I went outside, though, when I walked in, it was like 74 and sunny. And I walk outside, there's almost no clouds in the sky when I walk in. I come back out, and it's raining outside. I'm like, what kind of winds did we have while I was in there? Right now it says it's 69 with rain. So it dropped 5 degrees and started raining all of a sudden. And I'm thinking back to yesterday with the poker. I'm thinking, man, what a slow grind that is. But some days it may be a good buffer. And actually, that tournament really slowed my brain down a little bit from being in this mode of having to make money every second to just sitting back and grinding and trying to make money slowly and building. In a tournament, you're not going all in every hand. It's just one of those turbo things. But unfortunate the way I went out, but ended up pretty good for the night last night. So for now, I'm going to let you go. I'll be back. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute here. Got home and had some dinner. And what did you eat today, MW? Well, for lunch, I had a triple cheeseburger. It was actually pretty good. And some meatballs. It was pretty big. I barely finished it. And for dinner just now, my wife went to this store that is Amish, and they sell ham, all kinds of different sliced meats and stuff, cheese and stuff at incredible prices. And so each slice of this ham was like 2 palms of your hand, like it was gigantic. And I had 3 slices of ham with 3 pieces of Swiss cheese in between. And in the middle, I had horseradish, which is pretty good, actually. The stronger, the better for me. So that was very enjoyable. I'd rate the meal at the casino probably a 9 on a scale of 2 through 8. So it was pretty good. Maybe a 10, I guess. And what did you tip today, MW? I did not play blackjack, and I did not win any jackpots today. I tipped $0. So no money there. I just dropped off my boy at soccer practice, and I'm heading back home. Just got a full tank of gas. I'll come back, pick him up, and we'll be all ready for tomorrow and making money. So that's about it for now. After I pick him up tonight, I'm going to finalize my taxes and get those turned in, and those will be off my mind, and just focus on making money as usual. So if you have any questions or comments, my email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you next time.